Good morning, friends. I'm Dr. Yogesh Sarode of Jivan Vikas Mahavidyalaya Devgram. I welcome you all in this session. Today, we will learn about the poem She Walks in Beauty, written by the poet Lord Byron. Now, before going to the details of this poem, let us have a short introduction of the poet, Lord Byron. Lord Byron's full name was George Jordan Byron. He was born on 22nd January 1788 and took his last breath on 19th April 1824. He was a British romantic poet and satirist and was one of the leading figures of the Romantic movement. He was regarded as one of the greatest English poets those days. His poetry and personality captured the imagination of Europe that time. Although made famous by the autobiographical poem Childe Harold's Pilgrimage, he was also known for his love affairs. That is perhaps better known today for the satirical realism of Don Juan. So, if you come to the theme of this poem, we find the poem consists of basically two main themes. First is beauty and harmony. Beauty, that is both inner beauty and outer beauty. And second theme we find in this poem is about mind and body. So beauty and harmony and mind and body, these are basically two themes we find in this poem. The poem praises and seeks to capture a sense of beauty of a particular woman. The speaker here in this poem compares this woman to a lovely night with a clear starry sky and goes on to convey her beauty as a harmonious meeting between darkness and light. After its discussion of physical attractiveness, the poem then portrays this outer beauty as a representative of inner goodness and virtue. So, this was about the theme of this poem. Now, let us have a short briefings of this poem also before going to the detail. So, this poem, She Walks in Beauty, is a short lyric poem in iambic tetrameter written in 1814 by Lord Byron and is one of his most famous works. We will see the stanzas and we'll come to know how these meters, iambic tetrameters, are there. It is said to have been inspired by an event in Byron's life. Means he composed this poem because of one incident that happened in his life. On 11th June 1814, Byron attended one party in London. Among the guests was one Mrs. Annie Beatrix Wilmot. She was the wife of Byron's first cousin, Sir Robert Wilmot. He was struck by her unusual beauty, fascinating beauty. And the next morning, the poem was written. So it shows the impact of beauty on poet's mind. You can say pictorial beauty or the trauma of beauty could not vanish and the trauma comes in the form of poem. So it is thought that she was the first inspiration for his unfinished epic poem. You know, epic means long narrative poem which describes particular eon or duration of particular generation. So this is unfinished epic poem about Goethe, a personal hero of his. In this unpublished work, which Byron referred to in his letters as his magnum opus, large portion, he switches the gender of Goth and gives him the same description of his cousin. So, friends, this was about the preliminary part of the poem. In this session, I have discussed about the theme, the preliminary part of the poem, basic idea, and have given you a short introduction of the poet. So, in the next part, we will see the reading part and comprehension by paraphrasing. So, for today, it is sufficient. Thank you. Good day.